Hi friends, today I am going to explain about galvanic cell and also called voltaic cell, which is a very interesting and also important topic in electrochemistry. We are using so many gadgets in our daily life, right? For example, watches, calculators, remotes, laptops, mobiles, artificial limbs and glucose meters, etc. These devices are working by utilizing the electricity. The sources to generate the electricity is a means the sources to generate the electricities are thermal power plant, solar power plant and wind power plant. These power plants are generate the electricity by the conversion of a mechanical energy into the electrical energy. Here there is another source is to generate the electricity is a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction also the electricity is generated. How? Means in the chemical reaction the electricity is generated by the conversion of a chemical energy into the electrical energy. This type of conversion we are seeing in a batteries. So what do you mean by battery? Battery is a group of galvanic cell connected together in a series. So we have to understand that what is a battery means we have to understand that what is a galvanic cell, what is the definition of a galvanic cell and what are the reactions are going on in a galvanic cell and how it is generated the electricity in a battery. Yes, today I am going to explain about that galvanic cell are also called voltaic cell. This is J.Akhila pursuing BSc BJC second year, student of Telangana Social Welfare Residential Degree College in Kamareddy. Let's discuss our topic. Galvanic cell are also called voltaic cell. It is a device that converts chemical energy into the electrical energy. In the galvanic cell, the reactions takes place is a redox reaction. So what is the redox reaction? Redox. The name itself it is indicated that redox. Reduction and oxidation takes place simultaneously. Those reactions are called as a redox reactions. Oxidation nothing but loss of electrons. Reduction is nothing but gain of electrons. So we have to understand that this is a very important point. We have to note that oxidation means loss of electrons, reduction means gain of electron, because the total topic is based on the oxidation and reduction. So this is a very important point. We have to note that. Then let's discuss how the redox reaction takes place in this arrangement. So let's take copper sulfate solution in a beaker and place zinc rod in it. So in a first diagram we have to see that the copper sulfate is a blue in color and copper sulfate solution is a solution, it is a blue in color, and a zinc rod is a silver white in color. But after some time the intensity of a blue color is gradually decreases, and also red colored copper, whatever the copper sulfate solution is there in a beaker, in that copper sulfate solution the copper ions are deposit on the zinc rod. So that's why it is changed to the red color. So that's why it is changed to the red color. So here we have to understand something is going on in this beaker. That something, it is nothing but the redox reaction is going on in this beaker. So we have to know, we know that oxidation and reductions takes place simultaneously. Those reactions are called as a redox reaction. In this arrangement the redox reaction is going on. Here you have to understand that reactions takes place in the above arrangement or oxidation and reduction. Oxidation means the zinc solid is changed to the, it is converts to the zinc plus 2 aquatic plus 2 electrons. 2 electrons is lost. And reduction, the copper plus 2 ions aquatic, those are plus to consume 2 electrons means loss of, it is a oxidation, gain it is reduction, we know that. So it is gain 2 electrons and to converts the copper solid. In the total reaction is called as a redox reaction or also called a net reaction. So in this arrangement we have to note that one point, it is a very important point, that is the oxidation reduction takes place at one point is called redox reaction, and it is takes place at one point. So in this arrangement the oxidation reduction is going on, means redox reaction is going on, but it is not generate the electricity. We have to note that it is not generate the electricity. Why it is not generate the electricity? Means we have to know that what is the electricity? Electricity is a flow of electrons. It is a flow of electrons. There is a flow of electrons. The device is generate the electricity. Means the electrons generated at one point should flow to another point through the wire, generate the electricity. But we have to see this in this arrangement. The oxidation and reductions takes place at one point, means the electrons loss and electrons consumes at one point. So the electrons are not flow or transfer from one point to another point. So that's why there is no flow of electrons. There is no electricity in this arrangement. So but in a galvanic cell, the oxidations takes place at one point. This point I am discussing. But in a galvanic cell, oxidations takes place at one point and called anode, and reductions takes place at another point place called cathode. So here in a galvanic cell, the oxidation and reductions takes place at different point. There is a flow of electron. So that's why the galvanic cell, it is generated the electrical energy, and also there is a connected cathode and anode externally by means of a wire. There is a wire connected in a arrangement. Then coming to that, the construction of a galvanic cell. Here I am taking zinc copper cell. Zinc and copper cells. We have to understand the construction of a galvanic cell is a very important. Yes, in the first means construction of a galvanic cell, the zinc sulfur solution is taken in a vessel and a zinc rod is placed in it. It is act like a anodic of cell. Here you have to see that the zinc sulfide solution is taken in a one vessel, and in a copper sulfate solution I am taking in a one vessel, and here I am place the zinc rod in the copper sulfate solution. Zinc rod is a copper sulfate zinc rod is a zinc sulfate solution, and a copper rod is a copper sulfate solution. Yes, then it is connected through a wire, and also this is acting like an anodic of cell, and this is acting like a cathodic of cell, because the zinc rod, whatever the zinc ions are there in a zinc sulfate solution, those are acting like a oxidation. These are acting like a reduction. So that's why it is a anodic of cell. That's why it is a cathodic of cell. In this, these two rods are connected by the means of a wire, and also there is a connection between the two vessels. The connected tube is called as a salt bridge. So what is a salt bridge? Salt bridge, it is a U-shaped glass tube filled with agar-agar semi-solid paste saturated with an electrolyte like potassium chloride, potassium nitrate, etc. What is the use of a salt bridge in this arrangement? Means it is prevent the accumulation of a charge at an electrode, and also it is prevent the mixing upon the two solution. It is a very important. Without salt bridge there is a no galvanic cell. So in the galvanic cell the salt bridge is present. Then coming to that, it is a construction of a galvanic cell. I am also discussing once again because it is a very important. Here I am taking zinc sulfate solution in a one vessel, copper sulfate solution in another vessel. In a zinc sulfate solution I am taking the zinc rod, and a copper sulfate solution I am taking in a copper rod. and this off cell it is acting like anodic, this off cell it is acting like a cathodic, because the zinc it is undergo the oxidation, the copper it is undergo the reduction, and these two rods are connected by the through wire, and also these two vessels are connected by the salt bridge. Then coming to that working of the cell, how the work is going on in this cell. So here at anode the zinc atoms are oxidized to the zinc plus 2 ions by the losing 2 electrons to zinc rod. Whatever the zinc ions are there in a zinc rod, those are undergo the oxidation to losing 2 electrons. So it is an oxidation reaction. And coming to that, at anode copper plus 2 ions in a copper sulfate solution take up these electrons. Whatever the zinc it is losing 2 electrons, those are taking this copper plus 2 ions, and they are converted to the copper atoms. Here we have to know that it is losing, it is gaining. So means it is oxidation, it is a reduction. So reduction, it is a reduction, it is an oxidation reaction. The net reaction is nothing but the redox reaction. Here the plus 2 electrons are losing in oxidation. These are gain in a reduction. This plus 2. So this are get cancelled. The remaining reaction we have to put in the below of the reactions. So this is a working of the cell at anode, at a cathode. At anode oxidation going on, at cathode reduction is going on. Here the electrons are generated at anode, and they are consumed at the cathode. There is a flow of electrons. We have to understand that in this example there is a flow of electrons. There is a flow of electrons means the flowing is the electrons are generated at anode, they are consumed at a cathode. So the electrons are flow from the anode to cathode. There is a flow of electrons. It is definitely generated the electricity. So in the before we are explaining, we are understanding that the example of a redox reaction, there is a no flow of electrons, so that's why that is not generate the electricity. But in this galvanic cell there is a flow of electrons. It is definitely generated the electricity. Then coming to that, there is a flow of electrons means there is the flow of electrons from anode to cathode through the wire and voltmeter produced 1.1 voltage electricity in the cell. It is produced 1.1 voltage electricity in a cell. So here we are understanding that how the electricity is generated and how the reaction is going on in a galvanic cell. So here I am also giving the applications about galvanic cell. Application about galvanic cell we are using in our daily life: lithium ion battery, nickel cadmium battery, and also lead storage battery and zebra battery in various areas. These batteries are used in various areas like medical field and also emergency and military field. In a medical field, artificial limbs we are using in a medical field, and insulin pumps and heart pacemakers, so on. In emergency field we are using radio and radar for communication and metal detectors. In automobiles we are using nickel cadmium batteries specially. And in home, generally in our daily life, we are using so many gadgets and so many batteries like laptops and remotes, toys, cameras and inverters, and phone, hearing aids and video games devices, so on. These are we are using in our daily life. Then coming to that, I am also giving the research, and some of the researches are going on to develop the battery which is a more destructive and also which is not affect the environment, which is a environmental friendliness. These are going on, some other research. I am taking one of the research is a MMBS multivalent metal battery. The example of a multivalent metal battery, they are developing the zinc battery, and also Another research is also going on to develop the sodium and sulfur battery and lithium and sulfur battery. So these developing of battery, it is nothing but which are more destructive futures and also the without affect the environmental friendliness. So this is some of the researches are going on to develop the batteries. Today I am explaining about what is a galvanic cell and how the galvanic cell is produce the electricity, and what are the reactions are going on in galvanic cell, and some what are the application in a application we are using so many batteries. Some of the applications I am discussing, and also researches. One of the research is a MMBS. It is a very important multivalent metal battery which is developed the zinc batteries, and also some other researches are going on to develop the sodium sulfur battery, lithium sulfur battery. Yes, today I am discussing this all the concept which is a very interesting and important topic in electrochemistry. I hope you all are understanding very well. Thank you so much.